slight angle. So then when you put the kicker in, it doesn't want to make its way up the peg. So you just put it on that little bit of an angle, and it's just logics. It won't make it up that peg because it's on an angle. It can't. If it's on flat, it can slowly make its way up, push the peg over, then you're in all hell of trouble. So just that little bit of an angle helps a hell of a lot. Put it in, push it down. Not too much because you'll push it off square. I've got a string line in the middle of the board, on that side of the board, running all the way down, just to make sure when I put that kicker in, that brace, that I don't push it off square. I'm just going to follow this all the way through. Maybe not that peg because it's just a wall, there's not a lot of meat there, but everywhere where there's a lot of meat and it's pretty thick, it's 150 thick, that's what the customer wanted. So there's a lot of concrete there and it's downhill, so it's all going to want to push this way. So I'm going to brace this whole side here, every peg here, and then down there, maybe every second peg, because there's not a lot of concrete like I just said. There's only 300 of concrete by 150, like it's not a lot of concrete. So I'll just follow this procedure all the way through to the end, just here, and then every second peg after that. Alright, I was putting in my braces, and as I said before, I've got a string line in the middle there, on that side of the board, and I've actually sit the fuck down. Sit down. I've got bits of ply on the inside of the string. So you've got the board, and you've got a bit of ply, and then you've got the string running on that side of it. I just feel running the string on the edge of your board, you can't get it straight perfect because you've got all these little blemishes out of the timber and all that sort of stuff coming out. So I feel if you put that there, you've actually got something to be able to run your eye across and be able to stick that in. And if it touches the string, too close. Doesn't touch the string, too far. It just fits in, rubbing the string perfect, well, you're perfect. And this is where I've come to a peg down there where the string's running. I've gone to put my board in, put my brace in, and it's just, you're good this far away. So over time it's moved, and it's been a lot of rain lately, so what all you do then is that you put this in here, and if it's too far, you just give that timber a bit of a bang down, and in logics, when that goes down, that peg pushes that way, you come closer to the string. Done. Now I'm going to do it. Might be a little bit too far over there, see me, but you get the point. This is the one here where I've got a good probably 5 mil away from the string line. So I'll put this board in, give it a tap, put my spacer back in, and perfect. What I didn't mention before is after I've put in all my braces like this, I'll then come through with some Tech screws and Tech screw through the hole of the peg into the timber. So then when the concrete comes in and the boards are moving and everybody's jumping in there and getting on it, and the brace doesn't then gradually come out and the board flicks out anyway, and it was a waste of time even bracing it. So you've got to sort of secure them braces in. Some people don't. Some people just push them in, hammer them in, think, oh yeah, no, it's good. There's a lot of pressure there, it's not going to move. but trust me from experience, they move. You just got to think about it. People are walking on this board when we're pouring. People are jumping in here, going like this with the concrete. It's always moving, always moving. So yeah, I just put in a Tech screw through the peg into the timber. Done. It's never going to move. And if you had another board, if this concrete was a lot thicker, like say on a house slab or something like that, where it's very thick, you would then you'd put a kicker on the board. So you'd then put a kicker somewhere where you can see it. Alright, so if the timber was a lot thicker and the concrete was going to be a lot thicker, like I said, like on a house slab or something like that, you'd then put a kicker in like that, straight up, and you'd put one vertically straight across of it, horizontally, sorry, straight across to the timber like that on the ground, and then you'd put another one up like that, and you would screw them all together. You would screw that into there, that into the bottom one, and the bottom one into that. It would all sit nice and tight. It's never going to move. I've poured walls and everything with that sort of system, so I'm just going to go through and keep going with my braces and then screw them all off. Then we'll move down to the driveway. Alright, I'm just screwing off. I thought I'd film it too. Just proof of me screwing it, I guess, and talk through a few other things of what I would do in the process. Because I'm sort of jumping to the already formed part. Should have started filming before I formed it, but it's only just come to my knowledge now that everything needs to be filmed. Alright, so now I've got all my braces in, like I explained before. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to screw them all off. As I'm screwing them off, one key part of safety is these little caps, because running them kneecaps on them star pickets is not very forgiving. They tear you up pretty bad. So that's one really key part of PPE, is housekeeping and preventing injuries that can be prevented. So one of them is star picket caps. They get forgotten about a lot, and it's one key thing. I don't care if I'm putting one star picket in on a job and I'm leaving it, I'm putting a cap on that one star picket. I don't care. So yeah, I'm going to go through and screw them all off, cap all the pegs off, and like I said before, we'll move down to the driveway, start digging it out. sometimes, like before, what I said before, I mean, and there's a lot of pressure, I like to throw a screw in the peg here, down into that brace, that way. It just secures it in. Really, it's just more peace of mind. Feeling that little bit better before pour day. So, I don't know, I'm pretty sure most concreters, a day of pour is a little bit daunting. Anything can happen, like anything can happen. That's why you try and prevent it by doing all these braces and double pegging it and all that sort of stuff. So, throw some caps on these pegs. I'm going to clean up and we'll go down to the driveway and start digging it out.